Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's up, everybody? And welcome back to another powerful episode of the Culture Connects podcast. Matter of fact, this episode is my season premiere. And with me today, oh my goodness, we had a whole show set up, you guys. My man Demetrius Jackson, my brother Swift here. Demetrius got a few technical difficulties. He gonna join us later. But in his wake, I have my brother Los. You know what I'm saying? So me and Los gonna kick it off, and we gonna bring Swift and Meech back in a minute. Thank you, brother.
All right.
Peace and love. Peace and love.
All right. What's up, Los?
Man, what's
I
up,
finally
sis?
get a chance to chop it up. Oh my
Bless
goodness.
God. Bless God. I ain't seen you since the minister's party.
Right.
Yeah.
And I wanted to get out Sunday so bad.
Oh, yeah. We had a blast Sunday, man. Pops was out there. Brother showed up to show some support, man. Yeah, it was nice. It was nice, man. A lot of love. A lot of cheers, a lot of laughs. You know what I'm saying? We had a ball, man. We had a ball. We missed you. We missed you. I was expecting you, but I figured once you wasn't early, I knew you weren't gonna be late. So,
bro, I got to doing yard work.
Okay. Yeah,
bulbs, my perennials. You know, I'm a little late, but you know what I'm saying. I'm on it. I'm on it. You know, I'm real competitive. My yard got to do what it got to do. You know what I'm saying?
Got to look the part. Yeah, no doubt. Next time you got to be there though.
Oh, bro, I be watching your podcast, Sandblocks to Cell Box.
Yeah,
Sandblocks to Cell Box.
It's the Sandbox to Cell Blocks.
Okay, Sandbox to Cell Blocks. Yeah, so I watched you and Trina. You know what I'm saying, and I love your topics. You know,
I appreciate it.
Yeah. So tell the audience a little bit of background information about Los. Introduce us to Los.
Well, for those who don't know, man, I've been out of prison about 6 months now. I went in right after my 15th birthday. Did 29 years, came out just after my 44th birthday. I went in there for a body, some other charges. 55 years was my sins. Ended up catching a couple felonies along the way while in prison. Wasn't necessarily abiding by the rules. Wanted to do it my way, and I ended up paying for it with extra felonies and extra time. But while in there, man, I've been a vice lord. I was a vice lord before I was a vice lord. You know what I'm saying? I was claiming it before I was actual. You know what I'm saying? So I've been living by the tenets and principles before I ever became a vice lord. And then when I finally really understood it, really grasped what we're supposed to stand for, and I seen how I was really demonstrating as a child, had to do away with that because it wasn't coinciding with the love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Right. We was operating out of hate, a lot of self-hate, right?
Yes.
Around here hurting each other because of bars and stars and colors and blocks, and we don't own none of this shit. You know what I'm saying? So when I got to the joint, man, and I really started reflecting on that shit, I had to change my perspective. I had to change my values. I was talking about this the other night. Values kind of guide us. And when your values are low or petty, you do a lot of low and petty shit. You work out your lower self.
Yes.
That's what I was doing. And all my peers was doing the same. And they might not want to say it like that, but we standing on truth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We was working out our lower selves, man, the lowest part of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Willing to harm people for trivial shit, right? So that tells you right there how you felt about yourself, because you're willing to risk your life for trivial shit as well.
That's
right. You're willing to harm someone and risk yours for some peanuts, some trinkets. That's some shit. That's self-hate. That's low value. So sitting in them tombs, man, for decades, spending all my teens, my 20s, 30s, half my 40s. I started getting them lessons, and I started making them changes, and being in the position of influence, where you gotta walk the shit you talk.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't be in there saying one thing and then moving different. Them young brothers ain't going for that. They ain't trying to hit. So, I walk it the way I talk it, man. And I stood on that business the way I was supposed to. And now I'm on this block now. I've been out 6 months in about 2 days or so. And it feel good. But I'm reacclimating and I feel like I'm on the right path. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
So how does it feel being out for 6 months?
Yeah.
And how is it, the reacclimation process going for you? Like, was it just like
Man, look, I think I hit it naturally, right? Like
okay,
I came right out, focused on that business. Ain't no woe is me. Didn't nobody put me in prison. I put myself in there, so don't nobody owe me shit, right? I ain't come out with that entitlement attitude. Don't nobody owe low shit. Lowe's got to come out here and get it like everybody else. But I also knew I couldn't make up for lost time. You know
okay,
what I'm saying?
yes,
You can't make up for 3 decades, sis. I don't
yes,
give a fuck what you got or who you know. You can't make that shit up.
yeah, you
You know
can't
what
get
I'm
that
saying?
time back.
So I just was taking it day by day, man. I've been enjoying my family. I've been working since I've been out. I think I bought a car right after I got out, started working immediately. And I kind of been just doing my grown man shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's been feeling good being able to do what I want to do when I want to do it. Granted, I'm on parole, right?
Okay.
But I'm still able to do what I want to do without somebody yelling wreck over or you know what I'm saying, lockdown, or you know what I'm saying, you gotta eat shit.
Count.
It's a different feeling. You know what I'm saying? You get to be with women. It's a big difference, man. So
Yeah.
I'm appreciating this shit to the fullest. For real. To the
Right
fullest.
on.
Uh-huh.
Right on. Right on. And well, I'm glad you're back. I'm so glad to actually finally meet you. I was so surprised when you walked up to him, like, ah,
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, talk about it
Yeah.
at Pop's party.
Yes,
So
yes,
so
yes,
so I had to meet you, but I also wanted because I had my brother on the phone, Papalani on the phone.
yes.
So Papalani wanted to say a few words to you as well. So I had to figure that part out. Yeah,
Definitely.
I enjoyed it, and I look forward to meeting you again because I like what you got going on. Like what you,
Man, Papalani has been phenomenal.
yeah, that's the brother. That's been my We was in them tombs together for decades. That's my brother. Yeah,
Yeah, man. Free Papalani. Cause
free
baby,
Papalani fan.
and
Yeah,
all the bros, you know what I'm saying?
fan.
Through my
Yeah,
relationship with Papa, I didn't been meeting so many other people.
yeah,
Hold on.
yeah. Papalani, man, good dude, brilliant dude. A lot of creativity. I actually learned a lot from being around, bro. Yeah, yeah, that's my man's.
He teach me something all the time. He did my theme song.
Likewise, likewise.
I be texting him like, hey, I need you. I need you.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, whenever you get the opportunity to reach out, I'll be on the same thing. I'll be trying to pick his brain. I'll be trying to get his eye, get some creativity from him, get an interpretation of something. Maybe I feel like I'm lacking on something. Yeah, he's been a big help to me, dude, for years. Though this ain't nothing new. This is what he's been doing for me for years, though. So it's all good.
And see, I was introduced to him when he was making pop songs
I
for
know.
the birthday party.
Yeah, I know. I was on them
And
calls.
oh, okay,
Yeah.
I was introduced to him, but we never got a chance to really, really chop it up like that. And so after that, that kind of after you introduced us, that kind of opened up a deeper dialogue. So by me being a creative person, like I'm always, I when I meet another creative person, I'm always brainstorming and okay, so what do you think about this? And check this out. I might do a video and before I post it to social media, I send it to him like, check this out, bro. What do you think?
Right. Right. Yeah. Looking for that reassurance that you got the right vision. That is coming out the
Right.
right way. Yeah.
Right, and, the,
Yeah.
and that it's presented correctly, and
Yeah.
different things like that. And by me being an older person, you know, he a little younger than me, so he able to, young people, they pick up stuff and they grasp, and so honey, I'm always, even with my sons and anybody that's like, I know that's like a creative type of person, I'm always like, just reaching out and trying to brainstorm with them and collab and
Oh
you
yeah,
know
we gotta bridge them gaps, man, because it's that divide is kind of why the community is fractured like that, right? The I was talking about this too. The what was that Sunday? How the excuse me, the young generation and the old generation don't get along, and the older people like, oh, I ain't messing with them because they can't relate. But why can't you relate? Because you done been young before. You ain't always had this wisdom and this experience where you know better to do certain things. So now
that
you didn't
part.
you didn't got it. So now you trying to act like you've always had it and that you can't understand why they moving the way they moving. And they looking at you like, well, shit, you don't want to F with us. Well, we don't want to F with you either. And it's just a big divide, and it's the respect is lacking as a result of that. And it just went downhill from there. You know what I'm saying?
That
So
Yes,
yeah, no, we gotta bridge them. Man, that's not when I was in them tunes, my whole little circle was YNs, and I'll be on their ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna make them work out. They finna read. Look, I'm in
yes.
here with books on my bed now. You know what I'm saying? I'll be in here reading like I'm still in the joint. Hell, I'm in here reading about I mean, this ain't no tender shit, but I'm in here reading the 5 love languages. You know what I'm saying? Like
Look,
I'll be reading. Oh wow.
Papalani champ.
Oh yeah, yep. Yeah,
I support my brothers.
he right here too.
You see that?
Stop playing.
Love,
Then
love.
then I keep
Oh,
that. So
that part.
come on,
That
man.
part.
Like, yeah. So yeah, man. I'm this is what I had the YN with the young brothers in there doing. We gonna work out. I got a kind of militancy to the way I move. I'm a workout freak. I don't eat meat. Don't drink pop. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, don't drink juice. Yeah, I ain't with none of that. So I just kind of move a certain way. Oh, peace and love to
Okay.
the brother.
Peace and love,
Mhm.
Michi.
Peace and love.
Peace and love. How you doing, good brother?
Excuse me. I'm all right. How you doing?
I'm all right, good brother. All right, good to see you.
Okay, Michi, do you know Los?
I don't know him personally, but I know him.
Yeah,
Okay, cool, cool,
we
cool.
spoke.
All right, and we got Brother
But
Swift
look,
on the line.
look,
Yeah.
Peace,
look. Well,
love.
listen. I'm
What's
gonna I'm
going
gonna
on?
remove myself from this so I can watch this. Are
Yes.
y'all good with that?
Yeah,
Los, chime in though, bro. I
Um,
need you, bro. Look, I need you, bro. Just chime in with us,
okay.
you
Well,
know.
can I just cut my camera off so I can watch this?
Oh no, you can leave. I'm just saying, in the comments, you got
Oh
anything to
yeah,
say,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah. I
saying?
got you. I got you
Oh
because I
yes.
want to watch this. So
Oh yes. Much
yeah,
love,
yeah. Hey man,
beloved.
peace and love. Thank you for having me on here, sis.
man.
Chief,
Peace of love, y'all.
Meechy. Yep, I'm out of here, y'all.
All right.
All right.
All right. All right.
Now, what boy?
Woo woo.
Hey, Shaq.
Kobe!
What
Kobe!
up? What's
Man,
up?
it been hectic. The devil been busy, but God always prevails.
Man, from the tunes, man. He always prevailed,
Yeah.
man. He got us here. And
That's
I'm not
right.
everybody, I'm talking about me and you. He
Yeah.
here, bro. He got us
Yes.
That was,
Yeah.
until
uh,
this is the last one that we need to complete. We need to
Yes.
win this.
yeah.
We need to win this championship together, my brother. That
Yes.
You
Yes.
know, you know I'm down on flow stressing. I'm ready.
All
man.
right. Okay, y'all.
uh,
Tonight I'm sitting down with two of the strongest brothers I ever met. These two brothers represent resilience, leadership, loyalty, and community. First, we have Demetrius Jackson, also known as Meech, a man whose testimony has touched many people across the city and across the globe. In 2025, Meech suffered a severe stroke, you guys, and the prognosis wasn't good. but God had the final say, right? So
Absolutely.
now, through faith, determination, support, and pure strength, you guys, Meech is still here fighting, getting stronger every day. His journey is inspiring thousands, and tonight he's here to tell his story in his own words. And baby, also joining us tonight is my brother, Brad Parchman, the voice, also known as Swift. Now, if you know Brad, you already know he is a man who stands on business when it comes to the community and the nation. A true leader, mentor, advocate, and overall just stand-up guy. Me and Brad, you guys, we have worked together on many different community outreach events and services. So, I done been in the trenches, and at the jail, out there at the jailhouse protesting and all that. We have a huge history. But tonight, you guys, this episode is about perseverance. This episode is about brotherhood. It's about surviving life's hardest moments and still standing tall. So I know y'all already know what to do. Hit that like button, hit that share button, subscribe, and tap in because the Culture Connect's got something for y'all tonight. Y'all ready, brothers?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to start with you, Meechy. Before the stroke,
Okay.
people saw strength. What did you learn about yourself when you suddenly needed help from other people?
That you can't do it by yourself. I don't care what it is. You need somebody to help you along the way. I was in my mind thinking it was all me. And then I realized it wasn't all me, it was all God. If it wasn't for God, I wouldn't be here today. And I'm so thankful. And I can never repay God enough for what the things that He's done for me. Man, I'm just so excited. I want right now jump and kick my heels, man. This is beautiful.
Yes, sir.
Man,
Yes, sir.
man. I'm just thankful that God kept you with us, brother.
Me too,
It's a whole
man.
blessing. It's a
So much,
whole blessing. A whole
so
blessing,
much.
Walk back.
you know.
Said a lot walk back.
Right on. Now, you were once known, you was a prime athlete. I
Right?
I saw some articles about you and doing my research, everybody talked about your wrestling, your football and all of that. So how how did that
Well,
help you
let,
with your recovery and with your journey?
let me say this first. That it was about 12 years old, right? I fell into sports. I ain't really like sports, you know. And the man said, "You gonna wrestle for me?" I said, "Man, I ain't doing no wrestling. I'm I'm basketball already. I don't need wrestling, you know." And I fell in love with it. It was like a dream for me to be on the field. Like I can imagine being anywhere in the world, but I'm right here. And that had my emotion, my everything disappeared when I'm on the field. Everything disappeared when I was on the wrestling match. And believe it or not, I was actually good, you know. In the wrestling match, I'm telling you, my senior year, I think I lost no matches.
No,
Don't quote me, but I know I was a
you went
state champ.
undefeated, man. I'ma hold you, bro. You know you went undefeated. Yeah,
Right. He just want us to say it, Swift. He
man.
was second in 1989 at first and came back and beat the person that beat him in 89 and 90 and went undefeated.
Yes, sir. I won $32 back then. You know, back then it was right.
You
Uh,
said
but
$32, Swift.
huh?
it's fun.
You said
Hey,
$32.
Yeah.
hey, Swift, I got to tell this part.
Yes,
The
sir.
dude that beat me when I was a junior, his name is George Porter. He's a Olympic wrestling champ now. And I beat him in 90. He beat me in 98. And we are good friends. And he helped me get a job as a coach down in Atlanta, man. Can you believe it? I'm a wrestling coach. Man, that's my dream come true job.
Salute.
Man, I want to say thanks, George, for all you do. You support me 100%. And of course, you know I got the Meechy Strong.
All
You
praises.
know that. You know, everybody know Meechy been strong
Amen.
before this stroke.
Right. Look, don't you owe Swift something about that Meet You Strong?
Hey, look, man. Look here.
Yeah, 'cause he called me that first. He said, man, Meechy strong.
But
Hey, I'm
look
gonna
here.
give you a little royalty, but I ain't gonna give you too much.
Hey, man, because down here, everybody know that name. Hey, you know Meechy, strong Meechy, bro. Oh yeah, Meech. That that's how we relate to it. Cause it's like 4 or 5 Meeches here, man. So if you say, man, you know Meechy in South Bend, they gonna be like, strong Meechy. I'm all out of town. Yeah, strong Meechy, strong. You know Meechy. They like,
Yeah,
it's
See?
yeah.
Right?
strong.
So, so I've been strong, but the stroke really opened people's eyes because my strength and not only lifting weights, my strength is my will to overcome whatever. I don't care whatever in my way, I overcome it. You know, if I fall off a bike because I can't ride, I bet you by the next day I'll be riding it. I'm gonna get it.
That's
That's
right.
not, that's my life. That's my life. One of my friends said something about me when I accepted the Man of the Year award, and he said I connect the dots. I'm the glue that make everything stick together. You know, and you know, me and Swift, it's so funny because me and Swift been at this for so many years, and I never thought that me and him, we wasn't nothing but local jokers, you know? And now look at us. We on a podcast, everybody around the world. And it's my goal, I gotta say this too, it's my goal to affect 1 million people with my story. So let's get them likes up, okay?
That's right. Hit
Ab-
the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. So
Absolutely,
now, the two of you guys are from South Bend, Indiana, right?
Right.
Okay. Swift, what was it like when you was coming up, and how did growing up in South Bend, and how did it shape you to be the man that you are today?
man. Growing up in South Bend, it was wonderful. Of course, we had our tough pockets, with the different organizations, with the different neighborhoods. But I think because we had things like Charles Martin Youth, we had the Y, we had the boxing gyms to go through. We had so many positive things to go through. I think sports was a real key focus on the youth, and that was gave us access to getting out the neighborhoods. And it was so big in sports. So I think when we was coming up, we would recognize a person from what school they went to. That's how we would know. And when I met Beach, man, it was just based on the school we went to and the highlights. But the impact I came from South End was just so beautiful, man. Because like I said, this is a very talented city all around the board. But because Notre Dame, a lot of people don't know about the local talents. They don't know about the hardships we went through. They don't know about the brothers, man, the motorcycle clubs. These brothers that sacrificed their lives for us to even have a safe place to go. We was representing what we was representing, And I think it just shaped and molded me because when I started traveling out of town, it gave me the pride to speak on South Bend when people like, what is South Bend? And I'm like, oh, now I don't have to just talk about Notre Dame. Now I can just talk about the community. Because man, we had a lot of King centers, LaSalle centers, O'Brien centers. We had a lot of outlets up there, man, that always pushed us forward to doing the right thing as far as getting the sports and just like I said, just having an outlet.
Right.
That was my experience.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And how was it for you, Meech, being an athlete, and how did that play out for you?
Well, I played at one of them centers, the Sales Center, Keith Martin, the YMCA. I had the key to the city. Basically, man, it's so weird. Like my side of town, we get to fighting with another side of town, but I could go over there and party. I, and people be like, "How Meech can go all over South Bend and don't nobody jump on him?" Say, man, sports. Sports was my ticket. I was gone, and I loved it. And man, I don't even. I'm choked up right now because the 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 out there on South Bend, we got so many good athletes, but to be considered one of the best,
Mm,
man, man. My cousin, he a dog too, but I was a year older than him, and I beat him one time, and but he was a dog too, but it's just so many people that were, but basketball, football, basketball, wrestling, man, it's nothing like South Bend because we're a melting pot. You know, I I, I love it. And the same thing that happened that Swift was talking about was going on with me too. They say keep him out of trouble because we don't want him because how I pull a stunt, right?
mm,
I pull a stunt, but they kept me out of trouble. The police kept me out of trouble because they said this boy might beat them one day. And
Okay. So, so how
go
did
ahead.
this star athlete wind up in the Fed?
mm.
Well, I told you I pull a stunt.
Okay.
That's
You
it.
know, my best,
Right.
my my best idea got me 25 years.
Okay. Your best thinking. Yeah, that's usually how it
Yeah,
go for some of us. Our best
but
thinking get us somewhere.
it was
Yeah.
it was you know I don't know what this show is, but them Europeans, if they create you, they able to tear you down.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is that I was in the paper constantly, and and then when I got in the paper for something bad, I was in there constantly. You know what I'm saying? Tearing me down, tearing me down. That's how they do if they create you. So when I got out, I wanted to create me myself.
Mm,
You know, I did 17 or that 25, and during that time, I learned something. I'm not such a big deal after all when I don't do what they say.
mm,
I
Yeah.
learned that when you don't do what they say, you ain't such a big idea no more. You know, Mr. Jackson was, doing something bad, and they ain't spanked me on the hand. I think I was 24 or 25 years. You know, it was straight injustice. And you know what? They came back and say, we made a mistake.
mm.
You weren't supposed to get but 8 years. I did double that in a month, in a year. I wasn't
Yeah,
supposed to do it 8 years, and then they came back 16 years and 7 months later and say we made a mistake. Man, I ran about that deal house so fast. They say, "What's wrong with you?" I said, "I think they made a mistake. Let's go before they call me back."
Mm.
I was gone.
You all right?
I was gone.
oh my
You know,
God. I know
I
that's
was
right.
gone.
Yes, sir.
I said, then they told me you can't come back to South Bend no more. I said, no, no problem. I'll go live in a box. I'd rather be free and have nothing than rich and in prison. It's
That's
no
right.
fun, you know.
That's right.
And, and that's why I agreed to come on here because I got to send out the message to other young men in my position to look, man, straighten your butt up. It ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. You know,
That's
it
right.
ain't no fun. It's fun all
No,
while you doing it, but it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun, cause he might shoot you. Pow! You did,
that part. That part.
yeah.
Now,
He don't
Swift,
play.
before prison, did
Mm.
you already know who Meech was or anything? How did that play out?
Yeah, I knew who this dude was. You know, let me get on up into this real quick. Let me scoot up, man. You know, cause yeah, I heard him talk about number one, number two, man. He want to bring it up, but I will. See, I'm a wildcat slash eagle, right?
They
He's a panther,
don't know what wildcat mean, man. They don't
he's
know
a
what
panther,
wildcat.
right? Yeah, I come from Raleigh High School. You know, he go to Washington. So one of the baddest boys that we had was Matt Wheels. You know, Matt Wheels, and man, he was putting everybody down, no matter who it was. And the only person that can compete with him was this guy right here. Man, when they played, when they wrestled, or even football, man, it was like the highlight of everything that we had. Meechy versus Matt, or Apollo Creed versus Rocky. And
And man,
I'm
Right.
not. It ain't my business to tell you who won, but they both won. They both
and,
won.
and this guy is my first cousin.
His first cousin,
My mama and his mama sister.
sisters,
They
man.
sit side by side,
Woo.
and they both cheering for me and both cheering for him.
Right. Yeah, no doubt. And it'd be times he'll wrestle anybody else from our school. I couldn't stand him. Man, this man is about to beat this person and this person. But you know when you know, I never met him physically, but in the archives, in the paper, on TV, at them wrestling and football games, I feel like I knew him. Because
Right.
he made me mad by winning a whole lot of things against my school. But he also made me proud because he elevated from that level of lifestyle to be in college. So when we caught up with each other, man, where we was at, I'm like, man, this Meech, he's like, this Brad, and we talked. And from there we just end up forming a bond and building a relationship, man. And you know, I tell you, when we got incarcerated on that downside of our life, I was in there, and he came in there. So we had a bunch of wrestlers in there, honey, that
Oh, so y'all was on vacation together.
we have, yeah. We have some
Oh,
big boys
okay.
in there, man, that was wrestling for money and all kind of stuff. So when he come in, I'm not telling nobody. I'm like, this dude is probably one of the coldest in the country by far. He got the certificates. I know this. So I'm like, hey man, you know, I ain't gonna say the name unless he say it. I'm like, hey man, I got my little guy that came in, right? Little quiet dude. I said, man, let wrestle him for some money. So I'm telling the little guys in Indiana, bet on him. They like, I said, bet on him. So we got the guy together. Everybody bet on this one guy, and a couple of us in Indiana betted on Meech that knew Meech. We swept everything in there. They like this dude hit the guy in probably like 13 seconds. And this man been whooping and wrestling everybody in prison before he got there. So I became his
Wow.
manager, and I'm like, yeah, that's Meechy Strong right there. No lie. I'm like, that's Meechy Strong. Them guys looking at me like this dude tricked. He's swift because he tricked me because I was like his bookie. I made all the bets. When it's time to play football, I'm doing the same thing. I'm like, man, I just put dude on my team. He'll be the like running back. They don't know this dude is a star athlete. So I got my $32 back, honey. Times,
I know you
times
did.
hey, I got he times a million. So I stopped being mad. I'm like, you know what, man? We gonna be in here. We in the same unit, man. We gonna live like the kings in here, man.
Yes,
I get to
Hey,
yes,
but
that part in
honey,
a minute, though. I get into that part in
hey,
a minute.
hey, honey,
yes.
make, make no mistake about it, though. Brad is a top-notch athlete as well. That he got that short jumper. He won every championship he played in. He took me to one. We won. We played. We were B League players. It's like in prison you got A League that's supposed to be the best, and B League. We went A League. Me and him went A League, and we won everything. Man, we beat everybody. And now we was the sorriest team, so we had to play third, second, and first,
Yep,
and we beat them all.
yep. That
Together.
in Kobe, we was in the same unit, and I'm knowing my guys are athletes, so they really looking at, okay, yeah, the wrestling, you got us on wrestling, and you got us on the football. I'm like, hey, let me meet you on our team. I'll come through there, and he'll set a pick. He'll tell me at the he's like, hey man, just run in and shoot a layup. When he set those picks, oh my god, I'm like, Meech, you can't send this dude to the hospital, bam, bam. I said, man, but every no matter where I went in that hole, shoot the jumper, go in. If he set a pick, I'll go around him. It's game time. And me and him started playing basketball on the same team. We was like the lowest bracket, but me and him had a connection because we knew each other. We knew how athletic we were. We knew where
Right.
we came from. We knew, being in coming up in these boys' schools, playing basketball, doing all this stuff. I knew what I had with me, so I knew that was going to help us make it through those hard times in prison. Because I got somebody that know things about that I can trust. And every
That
time
part.
we got on that court, we trust each other. He'll give me the last shot, and I'll always down it. Always.
I
And they
That
love Swift.
how it was, and we won
I,
championship from being the lowest seed, playing some older, bigger, better people, and we swept them. We went undefeated. They said Shaq and Kobe. They could not stop that name.
yeah,
wow.
I love Swift because he meets his strong too now. Don't get it twisted. He ain't quitting either. We both dogs now. He ain't gonna quit neither. He
That's right.
he,
Can't
he
stop, won't
you know
stop.
he don't weigh nothing but 110 pounds soaking wet.
Give me
But
12. 12, man. There you go, man.
he gonna be right there. He gonna be right there. He gonna be right there when it's all over, standing tall like he big, but he's not a big fella, but he my guy, and I love you, Swift.
Man, I love you
Big
too.
in heart.
We
Big in heart. Now,
man,
Swift.
yes.
So y'all since y'all was on vacation together and
Hmm.
y'all met. So what was y'all first like real conversation like when y'all crossed paths? How did that play out?
Man,
Did the South Bend people click together and the D's people click together? How did that play out for y'all?
I think one of our first conversations is about where we going when we was in the county jail. And it was based on we know we dealing with the people we dealing with. We know we gonna be far away from home. So we gotta go in there with a mind and a substance and a partnership that we can make sure that we come back home together.
That's
So
right.
it was like, where you at and where you at? And man, it's just like we had to get there. When I seen his face coming in that institution where I was at, I was just like, man, this brother is a star athlete, man, and he all over the world, man. And I'm like, I know I gotta protect this brother mentally, like he gotta protect me. I'm not gonna let all his talents go to waste. I said, we're gonna utilize his talents and we're gonna make it through this together.
That's
And
right.
that's what bonded us to be stronger together because we found something that was good at that was common, and we let that put us in a position where we dazzled everybody that was in the institutions because the way that me and him not only played sports, but we had each other back.
Okay.
Had each
Okay.
other back.
Okay. Now,
And
look. Okay.
I was gonna say this too. Swift had my back a million times. I remember I did something wrong. I was wrong. And Swift said, no, Meech ain't do it. I said, "Woo!" He got my back for real.
He ain't do it. They like, you know, he did it. He ain't do it.
I ain't said.
They gonna get me one day. One day I'm about to call you. I don't care if it's 30 years ago. You better say that to Brother Swift. You better wear this, but you
Man,
owe me one. And
see, that's what I love. That's what I love, man. Looking back, right, Swift. Looking back now, what surprised you most about building a relationship with Meech?
um, surprised that it's real. Because as we grew, we came into position of power. To be able to speak for different groups of individuals, but the same groups of individuals, right? And I think through in that time, me and him lost course because we both in a land that's not ours. We both fighting for the same cause. We both trying to get our story out there, and that became a conflict. Heavy his head to wear the crowns. Once that became a conflict, people on the outside of us started changing how me and him were and how we viewed each other. The manipulation come when Meechy said this or Swift said this. So now me and him detaching from each other based on what everybody else saying, instead of saying, well, hold on, I know him and he know me. But because we chasing the same thing and we got that feeling of power, and man, sometimes we draw for ego because comes with a lot of power, comes with the ego. We start going our separate ways because of that train of thought. And one thing about it, man, I knew even in our separation for years, I was like, man, I miss my man Shaq. I said, man, I miss my guy, and I'm like, man, what is this about me and my guy? So one day, man, we just, God put us in a position, man, that we went to a picnic and he had pulled up, and it's been years. That man got out that car and gave me that smile. He said, man, what's up, Kobe? And I'm like, man, and we hugged each other. I'm like, hey, bro, I'm sorry for everything. He's like, I'm sorry too. And we didn't have to discuss it because we knew who we were when we came back in each other's presence. We
Yeah,
never let go of that friendship. We never
that
let go of that,
bond.
that dream. We never let go, and we had the oath that we agreed to back it up. That's what brought us back home. And home is to the friendship, the relationship that we have in our divine house.
That's right,
And that was the best part about it.
man.
God,
See that now? That's some grown man stuff right there, man.
That's
That's
my
some
little
grown man.
brother.
That's
That's
some
my
grown.
little brother. And
That's some man stuff.
I missed you too, man. You know, I used to be like, man, my little brother going up. Man, I hear about you doing this and that. I said, man, my little brother going up. But it was something that made me proud. It's, I was mad at you, but I was proud. I said, that's my little brother. I helped did that. I was proud, and man, I'm still proud of you as we speak.
Yes, yes, yes.
man. And I appreciate it, bro, because I'm so proud of you, man. And just, you know, started from where we started from and the whispers and the fist pumps and being in the stands and the bleachers, even though I threw stuff at the TV because he was beating my team, it was still this is
Right.
strong. And for him to go through everything he went through, not outside of me, when I heard that brother had that stroke, man, I didn't know what to do. We talked on the phone, man, and I just knew it. I said he made it. And
Yeah.
even though people was like he probably can't walk, I knew he made it because I know where he come from. I know the adversity he overcame. I said to myself, y'all just wait. Y'all just wait. Because Michi Strong is finna show the world why we always called him that. And look at us now.
Right. Amazing. Amazing.
Man, man, man.
Now, Swift, I got another question for you. What do you hope the younger people across the nation can learn from your story and your relationship with Meech? What do you think the youth can take from this?
Man, life is way shorter than what you think. And when you got a genuine person in your life, man, stop letting up everybody else that have a problem recruit you into redirecting your attention and redirecting and questioning your own thoughts. Is this guy actually real or not? Sometimes you just got to get to know a person for yourself and
Yeah,
be your own judge. Be your own judge of character. Because we get into these groups, we tend to take on the characteristics of a group. Now we got a group mentality. So if he don't like something and he don't like something, well, I can't like it because I'm trusting them. But sometimes you got to separate yourself and be a person and say, why do I not like this person? What did this person do to me? And I think these brothers, if y'all can get back into that concept of just getting to know a person from their story, you can conquer this. You know, you can conquer it, man. Because like I said, me and him been through a lot, and people always question, do we talk? Do we get along? Do we this and that? Man, I ain't gotta talk to this brother for another year. When we talk, hey, brother, hey, it's like, man, we know where we stand. Y'all gotta know where y'all stand. So I just suggest that people, man, get together, man, and just start learning about a person on their own and just be wary about the person that's telling you the story. Because if you standing around a person 2 or 3 times telling the story about another person, then you got to question who you are.
that part. That part. For sure. For sure. Meech, you good over there? Meech, can you hear me?
Yeah, my earphone went up, but I can hear you.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna give you the flow, Michi. What else you got to tell the audience?
Um, it's so much, you know, that I want to talk about, good and bad, great and sad. But there's one thing I want everybody to know: you can't stop, won't stop. Never give up on your hopes. Never give up on your dreams. You know what I'm saying? You'll be surprised on who you become if you don't. Like I never thought, even though I always was good in sports and I had a never quit attitude in life. I never thought that I would get sick. Man, I worked out every day of my life and I never thought I could have a stroke. Swift, you thought I have a stroke?
Not
Nobody thought that I
here,
would have a stroke. But
not in years.
God did to slow me down, to show me you need help, Meechy. And I'm happy for the relationship that I have with everybody, with Swift, with you, with all the brothers, all the nations. You know, it's about us.
That's right. Us,
You
the
know,
we.
not about one person. It's about us. And if we can come together, see, they like when we separate. You know, we easy to deal with when we by ourselves. But when we
For
ain't
sure.
when we together, man, I gotta thank that. You know, I'm hell when I'm well. You know, and when I'm well, I got them people with me. I got all the nations with me, all of them.
Right.
Not just Vital. I got GD, BG. I got all. Man, I got a relationship with somebody that's in every group. I, I don't know how I did it, but it was God. He knew that I was gonna be the person that's considered the glue.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
I'm not gonna stop. I don't care if you mad at me. Get you might well get glad because I'm still gonna love on you. I'm still gonna kiss on you. I'm still gonna show you the love, and I'm still gonna tell you what's right and wrong.
All
Hey
right.
man,
Absolutely.
Meech is
Strong.
strong, man. Meech is strong for real. See,
Okay, talk
people
about the
don't get
t-shirt.
caught up on the name. It's the characteristic that's gonna make you Meech strong. Resilient, never stop, won't stop, can't stop. Man, who in it been plenty of times I won't stop. You think I don't want to stop? Plenty, but you know what? I guess I'm stupid or dumb, so I just can't stop.
Yes,
I just can't stop. I don't know how.
That's right.
Stop.
Keep pushing. Keep
Who?
pushing.
I don't even have that my vocabulary. Stop.
That's right. Stop.
I'm all gas, no brakes.
I know that's right.
All
man.
gas, no brakes, man. I'm gonna keep doing this, and man, I'm gonna eat healthy. I'm gonna do all the right thing I'm supposed to do, but I'm all gas, man. But when you say, man, Meech, I seen you working out, I'm gonna get up right then and go work out because I ain't doing enough. I, they see me walking there without my cane. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be walking. I'm gonna be talking. Then I'll be right back. You know,
That's right.
ain't ain't,
That's right.
ain't no stopping. Oh well, I'm stopping and then when I go away, and then I'm gonna be showing out up there heavy.
I
Absolutely.
know that's right. I know that's right. So tell us about your Michi Strong t-shirt campaign. Talk about these t-shirts.
So the Meat Strong t-shirts is a well. I started a t-shirt. I was bored. I ain't gonna lie. I couldn't work. I was bored. I got an idea, and me and the guy named Phil, we started a t-shirt thing, and we had like $300, and it was getting tight. Rent was coming, and tell you the truth, I didn't know how I was gonna pay my rent. I was looking around. I said, "Damn." I said, I know God ain't gonna let me go out like that. I
Mm,
I I just came back from the stroke. I wasn't well, but I was coming back. I was starting to walk and talk. Like, and God he just all of a sudden somebody bought one shirt, and man, it caught on fire. And I say it all the time, I'm gonna ride the wave.
That's right.
I'm gonna
Right.
ride the
Right.
wave. So now I make me strong. I make Bible verses. I make anything you want, late style. I swear. I make late side. I make north side. I make west side. I make east side. Where you at? Us against everybody.
yes.
Right on.
I
And how
just
can people
man,
purchase these
I'm
shirts,
so
Michi?
excited.
Don't
Man,
forget.
if I could tell y'all, and look, if y'all had half the joy that I have for me, I mean half, that's enough to last you a lifetime. God is good.
Yes, he
God been
is.
good, and He don't know how to do nothing but stay good. You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying? I, everything happened to me because of me. I messed up, and I ain't gonna mess up no more. And
I know
and
that's right. How can people purchase a t-shirt, Michi?
well, I have a few different ways, but you can go on Facebook and contact me, and I will send you a cash app or an email, and I I was charging like $5 to the zero, right? But we're gonna give a special, a 30-day special. Everybody order a shirt, they get two wristbands, and you only pay the price for the shirt. You don't have to pay for a wristband or me mail them to you. That's
Okay,
the special.
so you get the t-shirt, two free wristbands, and free shipping. Y'all heard the
Yeah.
man. Check out Demetrius Jackson on Facebook. Hit that DM. Place them orders. I have some t-shirts too. Y'all can hit my DM as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'll sell you a shirt. You
I
ain't got
got
no
I
free
gotta watch
wristbands. So when you hop
I
in
gotta
my
watch
inbox,
you.
It's gonna be
I ain't got
$8.
no free wristbands, and I ain't doing no free shipping.
It's gonna be $8. They ain't pay for your own shipping. Uh, honey got a thing.
Hey, yeah, hey, I'm gonna send you 1,000 wristbands. Giving people wristbands.
Once we go look up, bro, they gonna be like
Ooh,
it's gonna be like $2.
ooh,
Honey gonna sell
ooh.
them $2.
I'm trying to tell you, hop in that inbox. I got a t-shirt for you. All right. Now, Swift.
Uh-huh.
Okay, now I saw you
Turn
at the
down for
LSD.
me. Turn down.
I saw you at the LSD
Okay.
March Saturday.
Mhm.
And I saw you you had the free Larry Hoover and the free Jeff Ford sweatshirts and stuff. Talk to the people about the LSD movement and the free Larry Hoover and the free Jeff Ford.
The
Talk
Lord
to us about
Stone's disciples. I mean, pretty much we trying to bring back the LSD movement back into the communities because we trying to save our communities organization separate by organization being separate, and that's not going to work. So when we get back into the concept and the ideal of LSD, all of us collectively, as far as the organization, can start going into communities because they need to see us being the message we bring. So if they see us unified, that'll give them more ideal to unify. So when we have it, man, best good shout out to Zorro, man, Raheem, man. He invited me like he do every year. Don Durkee. So I'm like, yeah, I'm always gonna come because I'm always gonna report. I'm always gonna promote that type of lifestyle, man, because we have to get together as a group. Because like Meech said, it's us saving us now at this
that
point.
part.
One of the biggest things, if you look up the brother Robert Rondo, the second son, they come in they training. Those Europeans are really training right now, and they in Texas, they going all over the world. And it's called the second son because they come in with the concept that they are the chosen people and they're just gonna get ready to start fighting for their race. And it's really important that we stop bickering with each other, going back and forth with each other, and let's look at the big picture. What are we doing to help each other? So I
Right.
think that LSD concept, if we can make it more useful to us now as they did back in the day, instead of looking at a gap where that was this many years, 30, 40, 50 years ago, it still can exist now to those tools and principles and those friendships can still merge us together to do the same thing. And when we talking about Larry, man, we always fight for Larry. We always show our support for Larry, man, because he's a political prisoner. He's our brother first and foremost, and it's very important that a lot of guys, man, listen to his family members because his sons they haven't had their dad home since they was little. So what they trying to tell the world, we cool on how y'all perceive Mr. Hoover to be, but we're saying we want our father home. Not just the projection of what y'all saying and what y'all know him to be, but this is our father
That's
that's
right.
out of our life for over 50 years. So when they saying, man, hey, I just want to get my father home, I have to roll with that. I have to rock with that. I have to promote that because I know when I was incarcerated, my kids wanted me home. They didn't care
Yeah.
about the Swifts and what you represent and why you in there staying long, who you fighting, what you flagging. They only want to know is, Brad, you coming home, Dad? Is you gonna come home? And when I got home and got close and understanding kids today, I'm like, they don't care about what we care about to the core. They hurting because they don't have that father right there in their life. They have to share their father with something called the institution or the organization. So I can understand when we promote this Larry, Jeff, these brothers come home, we promoting them for the family,
That's right.
not just the organization, because the organization always gonna be frowned upon with the people that's holding the keys to our freedom. They still looking at all these gang members coming home. So Their ideal is to weaken the brotherhood. If they come out, they see, well, these brothers in the organizations are fighting or in tool with each other. Once they keep killing each other, we'll release them because now they have no power to come home to. So we're not fighting for that cause. We fighting because these brothers are husbands, fathers, grandfathers. They're,
Yes. Yes.
you know, so that's why I do it, man. And that's why I do it, man. Free Jeff and free Larry. Definitely freedom.
Right. Freedom Brothers. Free all political prisoners. This is, you
All of
know, you know, I saw on the news this morning that Trump is allowing 10,000 Caucasians from South Africa to seek asylum here in the United States.
right.
Right. And we all know that there's a bigger plan in place. And if we don't come together, we headed somewhere. They have redistrict. They doing all this redistricting in the midst of these elections, and prior to the upcoming election in November. You know, they're putting us at a great disadvantage. They have overturned our right to vote. They doing something in the Supreme Court right now to limit our voting rights. And we're so busy bickering about this small stuff that we can't see the bigger picture. But it's just like you and me said earlier, you know, it's easier to control us when we're divided.
Right.
We're easier to control when we're divided, you
Right.
know.
And I say, sister, again, look up Robert Rondo and look up his movement. And thanks to the brother Kelly Allen, man, for constantly bringing awareness to that. Study him. Watch where he's going. All the states he's doing. He's bringing it to us. And when Trump bringing those people over there, that's not to save them. That's not to save us. That's to destroy us. So when we get on here, happy holy divine, my brother, or our statement of love and unity is our most sacred weapon, they gonna make us eat our words because they think by they seeing us on social media arguing and disrespecting each other, that
Yes,
we don't even believe it.
yes,
So what I try to do, I just try to be the messenger. I try to do my father's work. I try to go all around the world, man, the alleys, going everywhere I need to, just to spread the message. That's why I became his voice. I'm only his voice because he can't be everywhere in all places, but I can. And I need to go out there and reach my people to spread this message.
that's right.
I'm not out here to cause harm or change to nobody's concept. People are so busy worried about titles instead of worried about the big picture. I don't care who leads this ship, man. Fact is, what you need to do. You got to make them sacrifices just like everybody else making sacrifices. You know, these people are
Yeah,
planning to destroy us, but like I said, they gave us one of the best things to do it. They gave us this internet, this Facebook. So now we can just get on there and talk and disrespect each other. And then you look at the younger generation, and wonder why they ain't trying to be part of this organization because y'all don't even honor the people that's before y'all publicly.
for
Putting targets
sure.
people back. Putting all our business out there for the world to know. When do we start doing that? We don't see Masons or nobody else. We don't know what the white supremacists are even talking about. But they know who to target with us because we keep saying this guy's the guy, this the guy, this the guy. This is where they're going. This is how they're doing it. We got to start paying attention to the unity, to the love, and to that oath that we said we was going to uphold for my
For
brother,
sure.
for you, my brothers and sisters, for you. You know, we got to get back to that. But as long as we keep using this platform to share the dislike, the disagreements, how I don't like this brother I never met, how I don't like this sister because she don't never speak to me when we come to an event. Come on, brother. Me and Michi taking our first step to come together and show the world, and we can unify.
For sure.
Put all our differences to the side just to come together and unify because we know we need each other to be the living examples of the world. It's
That's
one
it.
voice, one band, one sound.
If we could just get everybody on board with that, okay? Why is this so hard? You know what I mean? It could all be so simple.
It's so simple, honey. But they, they worried about, you go back to the movie, The Book of Clarence, man. You see how Judas had sold his people out to the Romans, man, and you know now they run around. Who is the Messiah? They trying to figure out who is the Messiah. So
Yes,
they got me out here looking like Jesus, man. So now I got to get two fins, which is gonna represent the fish. Two fins. Me and Michi got to come together with the bread that you possession, that you giving us. Now we
man.
come together and show people because, like I said, without me, it's gonna be another.
Yeah,
We raising leaders out here, man. We ain't raising individuals to sit in the seat forever. We raising leaders, man. So if I say I'm the Messiah, I'm only representing my father's work. Whatever the old guys say, I'm representing, and I'm only speaking on that behalf. Nothing
yeah,
more, nothing less.
for sure. Let me see.
Man, honey, I remember me and you met. Yeah, I think me and you and the brother Kent. Boy, he was in the penitentiary. Me and you was on the streets with a Walkman trying to get audio and learn how to,
Yes, yes. At the thing in South Bend, you had an event in South Bend, and we was trying to get that together with the crazy man. We ain't gonna mention his name, but with the crazy man.
yeah. Kid said he called it like y'all got, man. We barely can hear you. Kid. We got a little bit of stuff. Now we look up, honey, you in the studio. Yeah, we went to where remember them alleys we was going to trying to set up and get wired. They got us all through a little village. They got us all. Y'all got to go through Cook County and March. Everybody telling us not
Yes,
to going.
running. We ripping and running all across the city. And one day, we everywhere just trying to show some support, man. Because it look if because at the end of the day, if not us, then who? Like somebody got to take the initiative and do it. And people got to quit complaining if you don't have a willingness to step up and actually put the footwork in, just be quiet. It's okay to be quiet. It's
Man,
okay. That's a spiritual gift. Quietness is a spiritual gift. Shut
man,
up.
man, ain't it, man? And like I said, man, it's just we went through a lot, man. And then I remember, Kent came home. He ended up getting his podcast. I mean, he ended up using social media as a bigger platform to like hearing him on them jail calls. He barely muffling, like, okay, man, let's say this and let's fight for this. And now look at y'all both, y'all getting on all over the place. Honey, I gotta take my hat off to you, man, because being there, man, from the start, you haven't never changed. You always kept a smile on your face. You never changed up.
God,
Every time I call you, honey, about anything, you was able to get the posters, get the job done. You would set up things. I mean, it's every flyer, everything I did. Hey, honey, put this out there. Put this. You would do it for you to grow into the level where you are, and to be a businesswoman for over 30 years, man. I salute you, sister.
thank
I
you,
salute
brother. Thank you. Thank you. And
now.
I tell you all the time how proud I am of you. Man, listen here, your sleepless nights, all that hard work I, look,
I do
you
it.
you you Barack Obama times 20, okay? Because honey, the way that have to you have to put out so many fires and have to be in so many places at once, like heavy is the head that wears the crown. Heavy is the head.
Appreciate it, man. Because like I said, I do it with the will of the family, the prayers, man, prayers of our ancestors. I do it because the fallen forefathers and mothers that laid down their life for this, for us to do this. Help coming about that time, the grandmothers and mothers, we know what they experience dealing with those people. And to come here in the Chicago area, now you in the neighborhood, we seeing our people fighting each other. So he came up with something, the narratives of something like, I'm gonna do this for a group of people, and he passed that down to us. So we took it in our communities, our neighborhoods, just from an ideal is all over the world. And I said, I
Yeah.
have to be a part of this because I want to know why we fighting, who we fighting. I want to have a principle, a belief system about ourselves because we've been stripped from that. So when I think about Vice Lord, man, I think that's my religion. That's my covenant because I can find identity in what I can believe in, and I can also use the divine principles to stay on course and
Yes.
the balance of justice in
Yes.
for the people that need justice.
Yes.
So I'm a soldier of help because this is his demonstration.
For
And
sure.
he laid this demonstration down for us to hate each other and kill each other. He laid it down for us to have something to identify with and something that we can call our own as far as our identity as a people. That's
That's
why it's
right.
called the People's Nation. So the people need to stand behind the people so we can move forward. If one
Right.
person back here, he's gonna make the next person, next person. We got more people going behind us than we got in front of us on the side of us.
That's
So
right.
we're gonna adjust that by arguing about who needs to lead the charge, or let's all lead the charge
That's right.
together. We all got
Together.
to do this, man.
Together. Together. Meech, how you feel about that, Meech? Have you been able to hear us?
I can't hear nothing.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I know how he feel because he's the testament of it. You know, he's the
But
testament. He's been doing the same thing all his life. So when he can't talk, I talk for Meech.
That's right.
I'm his voice. I'm Pep voice. I'm Willie voice. I'm Theo. You know, I'm King Neil voice. Man. Walter Week voice.
That's right.
So when they raised us, man, they taught us in the way we need to go. So now that they ain't here,
Oh,
we got
bro.
people,
Love you,
other
bro.
people in the way they need to go.
That's right.
Whatever he can't say, I can say it because I was with him. I know him through birth and spirit, and I know him through the core. Know him
That's
through the
right.
core. You know, I love that brother, man. I love that brother there. So,
Okay, you guys, I'm about ready to close out. Meech, do you have any last words for the guests?
Well, I have one thing. Can't stop, won't stop.
Almighty. Almighty beloved.
all right, shut
Okay, Swift. Swift, Swift, do you have any last words for the guests?
man. I love and I appreciate y'all. And I know, like I said, we all still just getting to learn to know each other, man. But we got one common thing. We got those laws and those principles that bind us together. So let's get back in our studies and let's get this word back in us. Let's go out here in this world and let's start instructing people and telling people who we are together instead of telling our story as individuals.
That's
I'm
right.
you, you are me, brothers and sisters, man. Help me with the cause as well as I'm helping y'all. I love y'all. I love this nation, man. I salute you, sister. And
Man,
I
I love you too, brothers, man. First and foremost, I want to thank both of my guests, Michi and Swift, man, for coming through and blessing my podcast tonight, man. Man, y'all do not know how much this means to me. You brothers didn't come just here to talk. Y'all came to inspire. And I know that y'all did y'all job because I'm inspired. I tell you, Swift, all the time, man, you make me proud to be a vice lord. All the time. Like I, I can't never say it enough. When I get frustrated and when I'm irritated and things, you know, ain't flowing like I feel they should. Man, I can look up and call you or go online and Sunday. Not I think it might have been Saturday. No, one day last week I went online and you was just talking and I'm like, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, man, it's just all love all the time, brother, man. Michi, thank you so much for coming. Your testimony is something that touched everybody tonight. I know he didn't loud off, but I still got to say what I got to say to my brother, man. Keep fighting. And it's Michi Strong forever, brother. You always in our prayers, you in our thoughts, and we love you. You know what I'm saying? And Swift,
love
thank you for always being a solid voice, a pillar of the community. Your leadership, consistency, and willingness to serve is unmatched. It don't go unnoticed, and it unmatched. Can't nobody do it like you. They
thank
can't.
you.
And tonight's podcast was bigger. This was bigger than a podcast. This was about community. This was about brotherhood. This was about resilience. And this was about real love. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm gonna close out with them 5 points of that star: love, peace, truth, freedom, and justice. You know what I'm saying, man? Thank you, viewers. Tune in for the next one. Love you guys.
Love y'all, man. I salute.